Hello, comrades. Sebastian Michael Cruz here. Today's topic is Genius Talent number 17. So, if you have Genius Talent 17 in your genius path, I'm going to give you a brief intro about what that means for you. And if you haven't gotten your free Genius Path report yet, go ahead and get it. It's at decodeyourgenius.com. So, let's begin with the green rectangle on the right hand side because Genius Talent 17 is all about freedom and speaking on behalf of those who can't. So as you develop Genius Talent 17, it's about becoming the voice for freedom, activism. So an example of this Genius Talent in action is Bono from the band U2. So he's using his influence to speak out for those who can't with his activism work. So what I find with people who have Genius Talent 17 is they have a hidden cause that's near and dear to their hearts. And the key is to interweave that cause with your business so you can speak out on behalf of those people who literally can't. And this can be people who can't, animals that can't, or even plants that can't. It's some type of living entity that can't speak out on behalf of themselves. So that's where you come in to speak out and be a champion of freedom for all. So let's take a look at the resistance side because this is what can get in the way of your genius talent from fully expressing. And the resistance pattern of the 17 is slave-master relationships and restriction of speech. So let's get into that because slave-master relationships, that's pretty extreme. And what we find with the 17 is that it's a power imbalance. So, and most times it's being in a situation where a person's most or all of their power is in the other person. So they don't have the freedom that everybody should have. And this can be played out, of course, on an extreme level or smaller levels, whether it's in a marriage. That's usually where we see this. Or it could be a family relationship. So it's some scenario where one person has all, if not very close to all the power, and the other person has to be completely subservient. So the key here on this arc is to reclaim the freedom, reclaim the power, which often has to happen when a person breaks away from that relationship. And then a person comes into their own power, they get their own voice again. And now that's where you're here to share that voice and be a champion of freedom because you've been on the other side of not having that in some degree. And that's the thing. So out of the different strategies to reverse this resistance into the genius talent, the one I'll go over today is to look at your relationships right now. And where is there a power imbalance? And this might be something that's currently happening or something that happened in the past. What relationship or relationships have you been a part of where the power balance was extremely lopsided? Where one person had all the power and the other person basically didn't have anything. One person made all the decisions and the other person was just subservient, okay? That's the resistance pattern at work here. So the key is to get out of that so that it's balanced power levels. People are meeting together as equals and making decisions from there. All right. So that's what I got for you in Genius Talent 17. Go ahead and get your free report, decodeyourgenius.com. My name is Sebastian Michael Cruz, and I'll see you in the next video.